Hey guys, welcome to my theater world of I Am Inspirations. I'm excited to be starting this new journey in my life, starting this YouTube, sharing my art and my inspiration behind every piece. Each piece represents a season of my life that God has been speaking to me in. And every season, He is talking to me about a different topic, and I paint what I've seen in my visions or a visual that He's used to help me better understand the lesson that He's teaching. I have already painted other pieces before, which I did not record myself painting, but I will still share them in another video. But for now, we can start on this one, Identity. One night I had a dream where I was talking to God. I don't remember the scene, but I remember it felt so real, and usually when a dream feels so real and potent, I've learned it's truly Him speaking to me in my dream. In the dream, I had asked Him, "Why do I have low self-esteem?" And He told me, "Because you don't know me." I didn't understand what He meant by that for a while, but I know He always reveals things to me in bits, so I knew I just had to be watching what He was going to be speaking to me about next. One day I was watching a music video by Demi Lovato. In that song, she was talking about not being able to love yourself because of guilt and self-consciousness. That made me realize how sometimes we try to convince ourselves that we're this and that we're that in order to convince ourselves that we love ourselves. We can only do that if we view ourselves in a different light. But the problem is we are aware of who we really are, of our weaknesses and mistakes, the good and the bad. That made me start thinking about how we see ourselves outside of Him. All we can see is how wrong we are and how incapable and insecure one is not to have done as we ought to. I realized man outside of Him can only do the best he can with himself, and the world is a representation of man's best outside of him. We are aimless. We are walking in a dark room, bumping into walls. We trip and fall and destroy others sometimes while we're at it. It's collateral damage. Our actions are ripples. Outside of Him, it's more evident how blemished we are. And without hope, it's easy to hate ourselves and condemn ourselves. But when He comes in the picture, we can change. When hope walks in, we can experience His transforming power, that power that lays in His true love. As we continue to have a relationship with Him, we can see how He forgives us. And we can see how to love ourselves through the good and the bad, like He does. At this point, we can still see our weaknesses and our strengths, but this time we start to accept ourselves for both. Because you learn the meaning of forgiveness, and now have this power for it to be transformed. I kept meditating on it, and I was realizing that my identity is something that is forever always evolving, especially now if I have His power to be transformed. I wasn't the same person I was when I was younger, or even 10 years ago. There are some things that are the same, but I'm still changing and growing. In eternity, I'm still gonna be changing and growing. So my identity is something that's eternal, that's in Him. And with Him, I'm able to see myself clearer because I can see past my shame, and also He gives me the wisdom to be able to see who I am.
Breathe me into the light. Slowly heal the darkness in my heart.
And now I have the courage to finally look at myself clearer, not always being afraid and always looking away. But now, since I have his perspective, I don't only know the part of me which is without him, but I can also know another side of me where I can reach a higher potential than what I could alone. That unfolds a whole different part of my world, this whole new universe. With this in mind, I was praying one day. I had a vision of me slamming my fist on a book, the book of my life, the book God has of me in His library. I'm just in the middle of my story or wherever, but in that page, a whole new universe, an eternal universe, opens up a whole new dimension of myself. And what I painted was that vision. Realizing this has really helped me feel more confident, accepting myself. I am able to walk more in my purpose, and I am more able to walk boldly and actually love myself and let go of that insecurity. That insecurity could fade as you realize how to view yourself, but again, viewing yourself through His eyes, getting to know Him, because knowing Him gives you that wisdom, forgiveness, grace, and His power to be able to be more than what I can be with Him and of myself. Realizing this was really profound. I know a lot of people struggle with insecurity, having shame and depression because of it. So a lot of us, we don't know what we have to do to gain that confidence, that true confidence from within, that peace and security. It's been a struggle for me for a long time, and I hope I was at least able to shed some light how that could be reached.
Slowly heal the darkness in my heart. I hear you now. A taste was all I needed. I feel your love, loud and clear to the end. I'll follow you to the end. It's you and me. I'll follow you to the end. I'll follow you to the end. To the end. Take me into the light. Slowly heal the darkness in my heart. I hear you now. A taste was all I needed. I feel your love, loud and clear to the end. I'll follow you to the end. It's you and me. I'll follow you to the end. I'll follow you to the end.
I hope that you enjoyed watching me paint this piece and hearing the story behind it. I will be painting more pieces, so subscribe, tell me your comments, like. I do plan on setting prints of this piece, so if you would be interested in that, it'll be coming soon in the near future. I hope you subscribe and see everything that I have coming up next. Bye, until next time.